Hello everyone and welcome to some more War Thunder. Now this gameplay here is actually the gameplay that inspired me to make my short little B-17 movie. Now if you haven't seen that, you can click on the link that's in the bottom right hand corner and it'll take you to that cool little movie that I made. I thought I'd go ahead and post this gameplay footage just because it shows how tough this aircraft is since the latest patch. Now some may argue that it's too hard to take down the bombers now, but I would disagree. I think it's not, as long as you know how to shoot a B-17 down. You really got to aim for the wings and not the fuselage. I think that if I was flying any other bomber, I probably would have not been able to make it through this mission. I'm going to take a ton of damage, but I will manage to shoot down something like 6 enemy planes by the end of this. So it's a pretty formidable aircraft if you don't attack it in the proper manner. Now the best defense for a B-17, besides just the fact that it's got tons of gun emplacements, is flying in numbers in a tight box formation. For instance, let's say if you're flying a B-17 alone out in the middle of nowhere and you get attacked by fighters, you've got, what, 8 gun points that you use to defend yourself. And that's still a lot, but let's say for instance if you're flying in a tight formation of 4 or 5 aircraft and that same fighter or group of fighters decides to attack you. Not only do you have your guns firing at them, but you have the guns of those 4 or 5 other bombers. So you're multiplying your defensive capability by like 4 or 5 times. And unfortunately not very many War Thunder pilots will utilize this, unless of course you're flying with friends or squad mates. At the beginning of this match I was trying to get the other bombers to stick with me, because I think if we would have done that and stayed in tight formation we would have done much better, even though we do manage to win this round. But anyways, since they won't stick with me, I decide to do the next best thing and stay within the AI bomber formation and try and use their somewhat less effective gunners to help cover my aircraft. Now you can see here is an example of what I was just talking about. This ME-410 is going after completely separate bomber. He's not going after me, but I was the one who took him out. That's just concentrating fire of all of our friendly bombers onto attacking aircraft. And that's the way the B-17s stand a fighting chance. There's another plane. This guy's coming in on me directly from behind, which is not the way you want to attack. And there's another guy down below. Got him as well, so I mean that's 3 fighters down already. Yeah, like I said, you don't want to come in directly from behind the B-17, particularly if you're not that much faster. The best thing you can do is dive from up top, steep angle, high speed, and try and gun for the wings of the B-17. See there, my number 3 engine is red and it's going to be quitting soon. I think in the film that I made I called it the number 2. I had a dyslexic moment and I got the engine numberings backwards, so. But anyways, here comes another wave of enemy fighters. And right now I'm pretty much just letting my AI gunners do a lot of the work until I get somebody on my tail like this. See here, he did a lot of damage. He had the 109G. He was hitting me with 30mm cannons. And at this point I'm thinking, alright, you know, I've had a pretty good run. That's, what, 4 aircraft down? Probably not going to last too much longer, but B-17 manages to stay airborne. And here comes another 410. Just lighting him up. Boom, got him. I've lost 1 engine, fuselage is black, 1 wing is black. Now like I said, taking out the wings is the easiest way to take down a B-17, so too much more damage on that right wing and I would be going down. Still a decent amount of enemy fighters left too. And with 1 engine gun I'm having trouble maintaining my altitude, which is not good. as you get crippled, you become kind of a straggler if you can't keep up with the formation, and then you're that much easier to pick off. Let's see if I can't find some other planes here. That guy came in from above. See, that's how you should be attacking. Steep, high-speed dive like that. Not, not like what this guy is doing. Got some decent hits on him. And again, I'm just trying to use my guns to help defend fellow bombers. And you can see how effective this has been as just pretty much me alone within the AI formation. But if you can imagine, you get 4 or 5 player-controlled bombers together with players controlling the guns, and a single fighter coming in slow like that has almost no chance of making it out alive. And again, here comes that 109G who's got the right idea of how to attack me, and I've lost another engine. And whew, sheesh, I lost another engine there, but I took him out as well. I mean, now at this point, certainly in a real life situation with 3 engines dead, I would have already probably dropped my payload and tried to make my plane as light as possible. But at this point, I'm still trying to make sure I can get my bombs on target, just in case the bomber group that's left isn't enough to destroy the target and win the round for us. But luckily for us, it is. And they didn't need my bombs. But if they did, I would have been able to drop them and win the round for us. There was another plane down. It's fairly difficult to keep it controlled. And I think that actually having the left wing damage actually helped me in this situation. It helped kind of balance out the lift, because that right wing wants to dip, and having the left wing damage actually makes the left wing want to dip a little bit, so it makes it a little bit easier to maintain level flight, although it doesn't make it very easy to keep my altitude. There's another one. You can see I'm about to come up on the target here to drop my bombs, and we just had enough to destroy the target, so my bombs aren't necessary. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of them, light my plane, so I can put it into a shallow dive, gain as much speed as possible to help defend in case any fighters come on me. But that about does it for this video. You can see how tough the B-17 was. Remember, if you haven't seen the short little film I made, be sure to check that out. As always, don't forget to leave a like, comment below, subscribe to my channel for more content, and I will see you guys in the next video.